clips, headlines, and references being shared across the community, organized for quick browsing. Use it to spot patterns, pull links, and build your own research list. Qnotables.com. Browse the notables, verify the facts, stay informed. All reports can be found on Q Research or Qnotables.com. Notables do not equal endorsements. We are researchers who deal in open source information, reasoned argument, and dank memes. We do battle in the sphere of ideas and ideas only. We neither need nor condone the use of force in our work here.
From the Q Research Board's March 20th, 2026, Goldman Sachs is losing its top lawyer following renewed scrutiny tied to Jeffrey Epstein. Justice Department documents show Kathy Rumler accepted gifts from Epstein and advised him on managing media inquiries after his prior conviction. Rumler has now stepped down as chief legal officer, a move that places additional pressure on Goldman Sachs as lawmakers continue examining ties between major institutions and Epstein's network. The development is expected to intensify calls for further disclosures and oversight. A tense Senate hearing brought the Iran threat assessment into sharp focus. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard told lawmakers Iran's leadership structure remains intact, but its capabilities have been significantly degraded. Senators pressed intelligence officials on whether Iran posed an imminent threat prior to recent U.S. military action. The exchange highlighted ongoing divisions in Washington over the justification, timing, and long-term objectives of the operation. Senator Josh Hawley has introduced new legislation targeting the abortion drug mifepristone. The Safeguarding Women from Chemical Abortion Act would ban the drug nationwide and create a legal pathway for women to sue manufacturers over alleged harm. Lawmakers backing the bill say it addresses safety concerns and regulatory gaps, while the proposal is expected to intensify the national debate over chemical abortion and federal authority. Retired Lieutenant General Michael Flynn is weighing in on the political landscape, stating that Donald Trump faced what he described as coordinated institutional opposition. In public remarks, Flynn said the response to Trump went beyond standard political resistance and involved multiple centers of power. His comments reflect a broader argument among Trump allies that entrenched systems worked in concert against the president during and after his time in office. Federal prosecutors have charged multiple individuals tied to Supermicrocomputer in what authorities describe as a large-scale operation to smuggle advanced AI chips to China. Court documents indicate the scheme involved billions of dollars in high-performance NVIDIA-based server technology routed through third countries to bypass export controls. The case highlights growing enforcement pressure as the United States moves to restrict sensitive technology transfers. The Supermicro investigation continues to expand as authorities examine a broader network linked to the alleged smuggling operation. Charging documents name company co-founder Yixian Liao along with others accused of coordinating shipments through complex international supply chains. Officials say the case remains active, with investigators focused on identifying additional participants and tightening enforcement around advanced semiconductor exports. A statement from Russian official Kirill Dmitriev is drawing attention following the strike on Iran's South Pars gas field. In a post on X, Dmitriev described the attack as a tipping point, signaling Moscow's view that the conflict has entered a more dangerous phase. The South Pars field is a critical component of global energy supply, and damage to the site raises concerns about broader economic and geopolitical fallout. A handwritten letter from former President Barack Obama to President Trump has resurfaced in public discussion. The note, left in the Oval Office at the start of Trump's first term, offered congratulations and emphasized the importance of preserving democratic institutions. Media coverage has renewed interest in the letter as part of a broader look at presidential transitions and continuity of government traditions.
At shop.isawaya.com, everything you buy supports Acun.top, the place where people talk freely no matter what. Check out our Acun Honey Pot, a jar of yummy honey that's as strong as your voice. Put it on toaster and tea. It's not just honey, it's freedom in every bite. Then there's Acun Butter, a smooth handmade skin cream that makes you feel good while you fight for what's right. Awesome wood and pieces for display only. Hang them up or set them out. They're for showing off Acun's tough spirit. Want to help even more? Get a proto membership. So go to shop.isawaya.com now and grab some goodies. Help Acun.top keep free speech alive, and let's keep the ideas flowing loud and free.
All reports can be found on Q Research or Qnotables.com. Notables do not equal endorsements. We are researchers who deal in open source information, reasoned argument, and dank memes. We do battle in the sphere of ideas and ideas only. We neither need nor condone the use of force in our work here.
From the Q Research Board's March 20th, 2026, European reporting indicates Denmark developed contingency plans in Greenland during a period of heightened tensions with the United States. Government planning documents reference defensive measures aimed at protecting critical infrastructure on the island. Accounts describe preparations involving runway denial strategies and expanded medical readiness, underscoring the seriousness of the situation at the time. France is sharply criticizing Israel's military operations in Lebanon. President Emmanuel Macron said the strikes and ground activity are unacceptable and called for immediate de-escalation. French officials also announced an increase in humanitarian aid to Lebanon, warning that continued escalation risks widening the conflict and deepening instability across the region. President Trump drew attention during remarks alongside Japan's prime minister after referencing Pearl Harbor in response to questions about advance warning. A transcript of the exchange shows Trump comparing the element of surprise in military operations, prompting visible reaction during the event. The comments have added to ongoing discussion about communication with allies and the handling of sensitive historical references. Japan's prime minister says Tokyo is not currently planning a naval escort mission through the Strait of Hormuz. Government statements indicate Japan is reviewing its options within constitutional limits while monitoring the situation closely. The decision reflects Japan's reliance on Middle Eastern energy supplies, balanced against its cautious approach to direct military involvement. A French aircraft carrier's location was exposed after a sailor recorded activity using the Strava fitness app while on deck. Data linked to the workout revealed positioning information tied to the Charles de Gaulle, raising concerns about operational security. Military officials are reviewing protocols as the incident highlights risks posed by personal devices in sensitive environments. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard says the United States faces a wide range of global threats. Testimony before Congress outlined risks from Iran, China, Russia, North Korea, and ongoing cyber operations targeting critical infrastructure. Officials say the threat environment is evolving rapidly as lawmakers continue reviewing intelligence assessments tied to current military actions. Lawmakers in Louisiana are considering a proposal that would allow voters to decide whether fluoride remains in public drinking water systems. The legislation would shift authority from statewide mandates to local control through elections. Supporters say it gives communities a direct voice, while opponents warn it could impact long-standing public health measures. Jeff Bezos is exploring a major investment initiative focused on artificial intelligence and manufacturing. Reports indicate plans to raise up to $100 billion to acquire and modernize industrial companies using AI-driven systems. The effort would target sectors including semiconductors, aerospace, and defense, signaling a large-scale push to integrate advanced technology into traditional industries.
Every voice matters. The power of free speech is more important than ever. Imagine a place where you can share your thoughts freely, explore new ideas, and engage in meaningful conversations anonymously. With online anonymity, you can express yourself without fear of judgment. It's about freedom, creativity, and connection. Join the conversation that matters. Embrace your voice. Celebrate your freedom. Visit 8kun.top today. That's 8kun.top.
All reports can be found on Q Research or Qnotables.com. Notables do not equal endorsements. We are researchers who deal in open source information, reasoned argument, and dank memes. We do battle in the sphere of ideas and ideas only. We neither need nor condone the use of force in our work here. From the Q Research Board's March 20th, 2026, law enforcement agencies are continuing to pursue Canadian fugitive Ryan Wedding, a former Olympic snowboarder accused of running a large-scale cocaine trafficking network. Investigators have linked the operation to transnational criminal organizations, including ties to the Sinaloa cartel. Case files indicate internal disputes within trafficking networks may have played a role in exposing elements of the operation. Authorities say the Supermicro investigation remains ongoing as officials work to identify additional actors tied to the alleged chip smuggling network. Prosecutors are examining corporate links, logistics channels, and international intermediaries used to move restricted technology. The case is expected to play a key role in shaping future enforcement of U.S. export controls. Additional reporting on Denmark's Greenland planning highlights the scope of defensive co-op considerations during the period of tension. Officials reviewed infrastructure protection, logistics support, and emergency medical readiness. The planning reflects broader concerns among European governments about strategic assets in the Arctic region. Videos posted online show missile launches during the ongoing conflict between Iran and Israel. Analysts reviewing the footage say the systems appear consistent with Iran's known ballistic missile capabilities. Some assessments reference the potential use of cluster-type payloads, though defense officials have not formally detailed the specific configurations used. U.S. Central Command has released satellite imagery showing what officials describe as the destruction of a missile-related facility in Karaj, Iran. The images are being presented as evidence of recent strikes targeting Iran's military infrastructure. Defense officials say the operation focused on degrading production and launch capabilities tied to ballistic missile systems. Public discussion around the MK Ultra program has resurfaced following recent interviews with individuals who identify as survivors. Historical records confirm the existence of the CIA's Cold War-era program involving mind control experiments. Individuals such as Fiona Barnett have shared personal accounts alleging direct involvement, adding to ongoing public interest and debate surrounding the program's scope and legacy. Further coverage of President Trump's remarks involving Pearl Harbor shows the exchange occurred during a discussion on military coordination and advance notice. Statements recorded at the event indicate the comparison was made while addressing questions from a Japanese reporter. The moment continues to draw attention as part of broader diplomatic messaging during an active conflict.
Don'tDeleteMeBro.com. 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 Share the site with others. Don'tDeleteMeBro.com. 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 Share the site with others. Don'tDeleteMeBro.com.
That's all for now. Stay alert, stay informed, and never hand your thinking over to anyone on a screen, including me. God bless you, God bless our troops, and God bless the United States of America. See you soon.